On this episode,
It has been a minute. Welcome back.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
It is good to be back, isn't it?
It is very good.
So what have we got on store today? In store today, I should say.
Oh, we're just going to go all over the place. We're going to kind of take a less serious. We're going to be a little bit more
mellowed out,
laid back today.
I got you. So basically, we're going to rip crimes that are in the news. Current crimes. Ripped from today's headlines.
Ripped from today's headlines and silly things that you would not believe.
All right.
That the criminals will do.
Yes, they will. All right. So first up, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Looks like we've got letters stained with the suspected blood of a North Carolina prisoner that were sent to a judge
overseeing his case.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let's just get into it. It looks like right here.
This is from Raleigh, North Carolina.
A convicted murderer in a North Carolina prison has repeatedly mailed letters stained with suspected blood to the judge overseeing his case, including one letter scrawled with the threatening message, "What will happen to you and your body?"
How silly is that?
Yeah, what will happen to you?
And your body.
Well, I guess he will not be burdened by... Never mind.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, it seems that Joshua Allen Boland, who's 40 years old, mailed a total of 9 letters to Stokes County Superior Court, according to federal documents.
He is now serving a 21-year sentence for second-degree murder. Mailed one letter in January marked as an official court document in which he sought a path to his release through a writ of habeas corpus.
Ooh, that's a big word.
That is very big. Habeas corpus.
That sounds like something interrupt us.
It does. But because he marked it as a court filing, a superior court judge had to review it along with these remarks
on a page, huh?
On a later page.
And those remarks were, "You should be afraid not to report this. What will happen to you and your body when I'm located and you didn't report me? You misspelled, me continuously." This boy been reading his Reader's Digest. So
I like Reader's Digest.
He got continuously in there.
And habeas corpus.
Yeah. Yeah. So the judge thought he might be trying to escape based on the way he was writing. Court records said that she was also concerned as to how the prisoner, Boland, would be able to make himself bleed, but discovered he was in a minimum security part of the prison, which would give him access to items he could use to cut himself.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And he was convicted of second-degree murder and second-degree arson in 2016. Prison records show. And he was also charged in 2009 with killing his girlfriend, whose body was recovered from a pond, revealing she had died from a head wound.
Well, this ain't a good guy, is he?
He's really not, but he's not very bright either.
Josh, if you're listening to us, do not send us any letters.
Yes, because we will have them forwarded to the FBI, and we will find you.
So the judge told investigators that the prisoner sent another seemingly blood-stained letter back in February of this year, and she didn't review it. Investigations looked at a total of 9 letters, all of them mailed from the Tyrell Prison Work Farm in Columbia, North Carolina. 3 of them had what looked like blood stains of fingerprints.
Or.
Mm-hmm. And one was marked with the words "a fingerprint and a blood offering to atone for damages in the cases named." He's dealing with a crazy guy.
Yeah, and the court personnel told investigators that Mr. more or less Mr. Bowling.
Mm-hmm.
And now we don't even really call him a Mister. He's bowling.
Bowling.
He had been mailing letters to Stoke County since 2016.
Wow.
Including one from April addressed to judges.
In that letter, he described the first time he tasted blood and noted he is always, and he spelled always ALWAYZ, thinking THINKIN, blood to drink. I do want to be within the system. I do not want to be within the system, the matrix, or whatever this is, IZ, as he spelled it. I'm restrained within, he wrote, according to court records.
The North Carolina Department of Adult Corrections spokesman Brad Dean said in an email Tuesday the outgoing offender mail is generally not screened for content, only suspected contraband.
Wow. This guy has been busy.
Very busy.
Very busy. And anyway, buddy.
I'm glad you're there.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Yeah, we're gonna just kind of move on from you. And from there,
yes,
we're gonna go to
a man steals a truck full of Corvettes to get home after prison release.
That's right. And again, this happened in Arizona.
Yes.
A man stole a semi-truck hauling high-end sports cars in order to get home from prison. I mean, that's pretty damn reasonable, isn't it?
Well, yeah, sort of, kind of, maybe. But a deputy pulled over a tractor trailer carrying 10 Chevrolet Cayenne Corvettes valued at over $1,250,000.
Yeah.
On February 15th, according to a Cochise County Sheriff's Office news release.
The driver from Oklahoma had stolen the truck, and upon being questioned, told the officers he'd done so, only because he had just gotten out of prison and needed a means of transportation home.
But he's saying he learned his lesson in prison. He's not lying now.
No,
he told the truth.
He's trying to be responsible.
I
need a way home, and that's tractor trailer full of Corvettes.
Hey, if even the tractor trailer, I got a bunch of left I can use.
But there's more to the story.
Oh, dear.
Imagine that. According to the sheriff's office, the man had assaulted the rightful driver of the vehicle shortly before being seen driving it. Well, of course. I mean, I got to get home. You just go ahead and take ass whooping. I'm going to take it.
Well, it would. Now, let me say, if I said, sir, I just got out of prison. I really need a tractor trailer full of Corvettes. Could I use them, please? If not, I'm going to assault you.
I'm sure that's how it went.
I'm something to that effect.
The 23-year-old suspect had struck up a conversation with the driver at a truck stop, and things went downhill from there.
Oh, my goodness.
We're going to move on from that one. That's pretty interesting, right there.
That was interesting.
Yeah. And, there's a bunch of these that, but how often do you break back into prison?
I don't. You tell me. I've never thought about it. I'm breaking out, but why do I break in?
An Alabama man with meth was caught breaking back into jail through a hole in a fist.
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 Fence.
Fist.
Fence.
Kurt Muckenfuss.
He was caught in the act of cutting the jail fence. Correction officers were waiting for him and chased him out through the hole.
He went down the rabbit hole.
He sure did. Wrong rabbit hole.
Muckenfuss.
Muckenfuss.
Muckenfuss. Oh. Well, guys, y'all just going to have to look this guy up for his mugshot. It is something to behold. But anyway, Mr. Kurt Davis Muckenfuss, 43 years of age, from Somerville, Alabama, faces charges of promoting prison contraband, drug trafficking, criminal mischief, criminal trespassing, burglary, possession of burglary tools, and attempting to elude police.
Of course, if I break... But now, how am I attempting to elude police when I'm trying to get right in there with them?
I got a problem with that one, you know.
Yeah, he was high on that.
He was high on that. So, and then this one, I'll let you tell us about this one that happened in Indiana.
They found the Indiana jail deputies. They find scissors, but
where'd they find them?
Inside the arrested man during a body scan. I mean, that just did he go up or down?
I'm not sure, but during a second scan, the assistant jail commander noticed the object and the arrestee had moved. How astute of you. Mr. and Mrs. Assistant Jail Commander. I'm the assistant jail commander, and I'm noticing that, found a pair of scissors.
And yes, you read that right.
Inside a man who was in the process of intake at the jail. The sheriff's office said the assistant jail commander of operations, Mr. Lieutenant Jeff Holt, was helping the jail deputies after completing the process of intake. Initially, the person arrested refused to participate in a body scan.
That's not smart. That's going to make you even more suspicious.
Yeah. Once he reluctantly agreed and participated in the scan, while reviewing the scanned object, the sheriff's office said Holt, and you know, Holt is the assistant jail commander.
Yeah, I love it. Inside. It was observed what appeared to be a foreign object inside the anal cavity of the arrestee. Well,
talking about a cut in the clip.
Well, yeah. Okay.
He was then taken to the scanner room and a nearby additional search. The man continued to resist, but eventually went through a second body scan. And after reviewing the newly scanned images, Holt, the assistant jail commander, noticed the foreign object. In other words, Holt, the assistant jail commander, he went, "Halt, I'm the assistant jail commander."
And I noticed that foreign body object.
He just happened to be there that day, and during all the searching and everything, he's the one that discovered it. He's moving up in the world.
I believe so.
He's not going to be assistant jail commander forever.
He's going to be something bigger.
Yeah, he's going to be the jail commander. Hell, he might have got promoted.
And he also might be the sheriff one day.
You never know. I mean, hey, you say we knew him when?
Exactly.
This guy come in here and he had a pair of scissors up his honey. Yes, he did. I found it. I did. Them boys down there don't.
And the scissors were removed from the arrestee without incident. The sheriff's office said, "Thank you for letting us know that."
I mean, you kind of. I mean, he was smart in a way, though. He didn't put a blade up there. He put something like a pair of scissors that could close.
Yeah, but you got to get that.
Then he's going.
Oh, and then what? What about shoving up the daggone?
He gonna snip on you. I'm gonna get snip on him. what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut him. All right. And what's a podcast like this if we don't go to Florida? We love you guys in Florida. Thank you very much. But
thank you for this.
Y'all just as bad as North Carolina and South Carolina.
Now, I don't even know how to say.
Florida inmate charged with soliciting other inmates to kill family members. And his name is
her.
Her. It's a her.
It said it's her.
It's a her. We can't pronounce her name.
No, you just have to look up Florida inmate charged with soliciting other inmates.
Yeah, you're gonna have to Google it like that. Okay.
To kill family members.
This happened in Florida. An inmate tried to get other people behind bars to kill her family members. A 29-year-old, it's not that she would remain nameless. We just can't pronounce her name.
Nameless. We just really cannot pronounce. I don't want to butcher it. Like she was trying to get her family done.
She's charged with 1 count of stalking, 3 counts of solicitation for premeditated murder. This happened back on March the 27th. She was in jail in December on separate charges. She was accused of threatening her co-workers at
Disney World, of all places. That's a happy place.
MIC.
K-E-Y.
Investigations later revealed that while behind bars, she tried to solicit other inmates to kill family members.
Her family members at that. I'd hate to be in her family.
I would too. So, but that's crazy.
No, let's go back up here about the Ohio man.
Ohio man. Oh yes.
Yeah.
That's a good one. So, Miss Lisa, what happened in Ohio?
There was this Ohio man.
See what happened?
Ohio. Desmond Ramsey thought he was leaving a voicemail with a hitman, but you know what? He had mistakenly called a dumpster rental company.
Look at the expression on his face. It's like, damn.
He got caught by the dumpster man. So, hey, taking the garbage out.
Taking the garbage out. So it appears a 58-year-old man who mistakenly left a voicemail seeking a hitman to kill his adult son.
Well, these people don't like their families.
He actually left the message with a suburban dumpster rental company and was sentenced to 18 months in prison. Wow. Desmond Ramsey, who uses a cane and struggles to walk, pled guilty and broke down in sobs as the sheriff's deputies led him from the courtroom in handcuffs after the hearing.
Wow.
The maximum sentence was opposed after Ramsey pleaded guilty to aggravated assault, a 4th-degree felony, and this happened back in October
13th, 2022.
Yeah, and he's just now recently being charged. Bless his heart. So he says he'd been drinking heavily and gotten into a dispute with his son the night he made the phone calls. He said he did not believe the plan would be carried out. He went on to say, "That's my baby boy."
I would die before let anything happen to my children. Oh yeah, it kind of doesn't sound like it, but you know.
Yeah, he had too much to drink, and
he was.
I mean, what does this remind you of? I mean, it's got a Sanford Son feel to it. I mean, the guy's name's Desmond, and he called the dumpster rental company. Lamont, you big dummy.
Hey, and no, before we let what's his name read a transcript of the messages aloud in court. In the first message, Ramsey called his friend Jesse and referred to himself as
Jesse is a friend.
Tommy then named his son
8675. Okay.
It's a $5,000 hit on him. Ramsey said in the message, "I don't give a where he's at or what he's doing or who he be with. Kill that guy."
After leaving a second voicemail that was blank, Ramsey left a third message asking his friend to call him back as soon as possible. It's business, he said. This ain't no bullshit around here. The company's employees discovered the voicemail when they showed up to work the next morning. The caller ID listed Ramsey's name and phone number. Oh, man. Wow. Alcohol.
Yep. Well.
He was headed to his last comment when he was heard mumbling, Mr. Ramsey, I'm headed to jail for a drunken mistake.
Yep. Well,
there have been a lot of drunken mistakes in this world, Mr. Ramsey. So,
yeah.
That is
crazy.
Crazy. That's crazy. And next up, we're back in North Carolina.
And man gives his brother's name during arrest. Now 3 detention officers are charged.
Wow.
Yeah. That is crazy.
Robeson County.
Wow.
How did we know that? Okay.
Of course.
A North Carolina man gave officers a fake name during his arrest, and now 3 jail workers face charges.
When the man was taken into custody on the 25th of March, he is accused of lying and telling the officials that he was his brother, 40-year-old Jackie Hunt of Fairmont.
Fairmont.
At that time, Hunt was working for the Robeson County Detention Center in Lumberton, roughly 100 miles south of Raleigh.
And it's just a month later, officials said an investigation revealed that Hunt and 2 co-workers booked the brother into jail under the bogus name, even though they knew who he really was.
Wow, that's your fine outstanding right there.
All 3 were arrested and charged with felony conspiracy to identity theft, aiding and abetting, and obstruction of justice, according to the Robeson County Sheriff's Office. Deputies in an April 20th news release didn't list the attorney information for Hunt, but on the other 2 jail officers identified 50-year-old Warren Phillips of Lumberton and 51-year-old Tina Jones of Pembroke. The sheriff's office said the event unfolded after a task force arrested Hunt's brother in connection to drug possession, driving while license revoked, and carrying a concealed weapon after a traffic stop. Wow.
Wow.
So much for brotherly love there, huh?
You ain't kidding. Wow.
Well.
Oh, look at that one.
This one? All right.
This is good. And this is in El Paso, Texas. Oh, come on. Come on, go.
The victim was...
No, we've got to...
Okay.
We didn't do that, honey.
Armed man forces woman to go to job
interview with him. And guess where the job was?
At a jail.
Yes.
The victim was rescued after she flagged down a detention officer in the parking lot of the jail. The Texas man is accused of assaulting a woman at gunpoint and forcing her to come with him to a job interview at a jail, police told news outlets.
She must have been his good luck charm.
You gonna go to this time interview with me?
No, I ain't.
Yes, you will.
I
will pop a cap in your ass.
And I'll pop one in your eyeball.
Police say El Paso resident Matthew Joseph Contreras, 25, assaulted a 23-year-old woman on March the 14th and held her captive. Contreras kept her against her will even as they crossed the New Mexico state line for a job interview
wow.
at the Otero County Jail.
And she was rescued after she flagged down a detention officer in the jail parking lot.
We got a wild one. He was booked in the El Paso County Jail on Tuesday, March 15th of this year on charges of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. His bond was set at $100,000. But they didn't tell us if he got the job or not.
Yeah, chances don't look that good.
I mean, I want to know,
Look at that. I can't go up here a minute. Now.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
All right. So now we're going to go to Missouri, it looks like.
And my Missouri man walks into a county jail, and he was posing as deputy. Immediately gets arrested.
Chad Michael Gosney said he was there to pick up an inmate.
Yes.
Hillsboro, Missouri. A Jefferson County man was charged Thursday. This happened back in January.
You gotta love the imagination.
I mean, they're thinking, they're getting smart,
Yeah.
He was charged Thursday after sheriff's deputies said he walked into the jail and claimed to be an officer there to pick up an inmate. Sheriff's deputies let the man in, closed the door, and arrested him. He was later charged with a misdemeanor charges of false impersonation, the sheriff's office said on a Facebook post. The man was identified in court in documents as Chad Michael Gosney
of DeSoto.
He is currently being held on a $10,000 cash bail. Officers said they do not believe the person Gosney claimed to be at the jail to pick up had asked to be let out. Y'all might want to investigate that one a little bit.
Yeah, that kind of sounds a little bit shady.
Guys, we hope you've enjoyed this episode. It's been a little fun to make it. I'm sorry this is taking
on
so
a little
long.
bit of a lighter side of crime.
We've had some issues in the studio and trying to get all our equipment going and getting everything right. But we appreciate you and thank you for
and we will have now, since we've almost got things straight, we'll have one at least once a week up now. So next week this time, you'll see us again.
And as always, guys, we appreciate you. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Visit us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube,
Apple,
Facebook.
Yes. TikTok
as well. And with that, guys, so long.
Have a great night.
Thank you, guys.